Hi everyone, it's Mom Annette back at you from Fit Doesn't Mean Skinny. And today we're going to do breakfast, okay? And we're going to do overnight oats. I'm going to show you the basic recipe and then we're going to start adding some things. I've got two sets of jars out here, two different sizes, because it's going to depend on if it's for a kid or if it's for an adult or how much you can eat. I can actually only eat as much as in the small jars. My son will eat, probably about one of these. So the basic recipe is real simple. We got our oats. We have chia seeds. We have cinnamon. We have Greek yogurt. And we have milk. So the easiest way to remember this is it's a 1-to-2 ratio. Okay. So if we're going to use a quarter cup of oats, we're going to use a half a cup of milk. So that's just how we're going to start. Quarter cup of oats. And one thing about when you're food prepping, don't prep a lot. Only prep enough for 3 or 4 days, 5 at the max, because by then you'll get bored with what you're eating. So we don't want to make more so that we have to waste it. So always keep that in mind. You don't want to make something that you're not going to like. And if you don't like leftovers, then food prep may not be for you. Okay. Now these, we're going to go, and we're going to use a half a cup of these. Because they're bigger. And all the recipes are pretty basic if you want it to come out and taste the same every single time. Okay. Ooh. We're going to use, this is a teaspoon and a half. So we're going to use a teaspoon and a half of chia seeds. And this is just a scooper that I found, and it just works really well with this. It might have come in some protein powder or something that I had. And it just works really well for this recipe. Now, you know what? The last time I did a video, I forgot to turn on my mic. And someone said, "Oh, I can't hear you. I can't hear you." So I think I made sure it's on this time. All right. That's our chia. That's our oatmeal. And I usually use, that's a half. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon helps regulate your blood sugar, keeps it stable all day, a little bit longer. We're just going to use a half a teaspoon. And we put all our dry stuff in first so that it all mix before we add our liquid. I happen to like cinnamon, so there's never too much in there for me. Okay, so there's our cinnamon. And these had a half a cup. I forgot the measuring cup. here's our measuring cup. But before we do that, I'm going to mix these together. I'm just using a chopstick. It's best to mix all your dry ingredients just like when you're cooking anything else. Mix your dry ingredients together and then add your liquid. And this is the basic recipe for any overnight oats. Okay, so these had a half a cup of oatmeal. So we're going to put 1 whole cup in. So this is a 2 cup. So we're going to put 1 cup in. A little bit more. 1 cup. Boy, that pumped up quick. All right, I'm going to do this a little different. We'll just use 1 cup at a time because it seemed like that got a little bit less. Okay. And we're just going to leave that so that the chia seeds can plump up. Okay. So these only get a half a cup. Once you do this a couple of times, you can eyeball how much it takes. But starting out, you just want to use a measuring cup. Okay. You can use any milk that you want. I prefer coconut milk. My kids are lactose intolerant, so I kind of make sure that I use milks that have the least amount of processing. And that didn't even make another half a cup. But it's okay, because of course I have more. And if you notice, this is the unsweetened coconut milk. And done. Now right here, I stir again because I want the chia seeds to plump. And I don't want them to settle to the bottom. So I stir again. And I make a different variety of these all the time. This way the milk gets in between the oats, all of them, if you stir it. Make sure you stir from the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to go back to measuring cups. Okay, so I put a quarter of a cup of oatmeal in these, half a cup in these. So I usually only use a tablespoon of Greek yogurt in each one of these. This is our protein. The chia seeds are going to plump. It's going to be filling. And now we got our protein added. And I don't mix at this point. I don't mix this again until you're ready to eat it. Because you want those oats to have time to plump up. And there is the basic overnight oat recipe. Now these, of course, I add 2 tablespoons because they're twice as big. And each one of these is, the small ones is about 150 calories when I did the math on the breakdown. And the big ones are about 200, maybe 210, something like that. Okay. So that is your basic overnight oat recipe. Now I have some blueberries that were frozen. And I thawed them out just for this. So we're going to have some blueberry ones. Maybe 4. Maybe 4. Blueberries just added another 4 grams of protein. And we'll call that a day. Seal those up. They go in the refrigerator overnight. And tomorrow, that's a wonderful breakfast you can eat on your way out the door. I'm in Florida, so it's a lot of traffic jams right now. So usually by the time I get to work, I've eaten my whole jar. And that's that. So I've got over here some mandarin oranges. Which are good. going to go mandarin oranges here. Done. The one that I dropped. Alright. And I crushed up some intense chocolate, dark chocolate orange essence. And this is just going to be like, wow. Now these, like I said, are for my son. So I got some fresh mango here. Mango and orange go absolutely amazingly together. Put a little mango in there. That'll make him happy. Okay. I cut up some apples and I got raisins, I got granola, but this one is my favorite right here. Okay. This is my Almond Joy. It's going to get a little coconut. Coconut. A little bit of chocolate chips. You can use milk chocolate, dark chocolate, whichever one you'd like. I just happen to like the flavor of the milk chocolate. And that's it. Almond Joy. Coconut and chocolate. Well, I guess I have to put some nuts in it to make it an Almond Joy. So it's a Mounds. Now you can label those if you like. I don't usually because I know what they are. But you can label them, put a label on the top, use a dry erase marker so it can come off, you know, for your next batch. And that's just the basic recipe and just some of the things I put in there. Like I said, I've got apples here that you can put in there. Got granola you can put in there. And some, when I do apple, I usually do golden raisins. Sometimes I put walnuts in there. If I make this an actual Almond Joy, I'll add almonds to it. But I'm just not in the mood for almonds this week, I guess. So that is all the basic recipe for overnight oats. Enjoy. Add what you'd like. Don't forget this wonderful dark chocolate. Mama Ned's out. And if you like this video, share it with other people. Hit like for me and then subscribe. The bell icon will come up and you'll know when I upload another video.